We do have our Tony Kowaleski, our chief investigator here in studio, who's been keeping an eye on election trends. Tony, you've been keeping a close eye on these trends because it could possibly give us some insight into some of the results that we see tonight. Of course, not over till it's over, until every vote is counted. But it is really interesting when we take a look at the past, the present, and even some recent events.
Exactly, Micah. A great night for our country, a really critical night for the state of Colorado. We're going to be tracking trends and storylines specifically. Let's talk about the presidential race first. Obviously, polls are saying this race is not competitive. Vice President Harris expected to win. But what we're going to be tracking is the trend here. Remember, Biden in 2020 carried this state by about 13.5%. Will Vice President Harris show that same number? And why is that important, you ask? Well, it's the down ballot issues. CD8, a race that's expected to not be decided tonight and probably going to take several days because it is a close race, and it's a close race similar to what happened back in 2022, which is where Caraveo won by just 1,600 votes. So what we're going to be tracking tonight is trends to give you the storylines behind today's election. Yes, we do know some results are likely. Clearly, Colorado expected to be a blue state and go for Vice President Harris, but how strong will that be? And those numbers will be fascinating to track, along with this critical race in the U.S. House that will be decided, I think, by probably less than 200 or 300 votes. So a lot to track and a lot to watch. Also in Denver with that sales tax initiative and the ballot fatigue issue that some people talk about. So, Micah, we're excited. So much of an important night here in Colorado and for the country, and we are locked, loaded, and ready to go.
Well, Tony, even that quick preview of those trends there, I am truly looking forward to continuing this conversation and going a little bit deeper with you later tonight.
We'll be talking.
Sounds good. Well, you have less than 3 hours to get your vote in, and if you're new to Colorado and haven't registered yet, or you need a ballot, believe it or not, it is not too late. A group of Colorado attorneys have teamed up with a nonpartisan nonprofit to walk last-minute voters through what they need to do by 7 tonight. Denver 7's Danielle Kreuter visited the volunteers who are still available to help you right now.
Thank you for calling the Election Protection Hotline. How can I help you today?
Volunteers have been busy in the week leading up to Election Day.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Answering calls from curious voters.
We have gotten, several hundred between today and yesterday, and I think we're at well over 600 since early voting started.
Asking all sorts of questions to attorney volunteers.
Sometimes the questions are just procedural. I am in one county. Can I turn a ballot in from a different county? With some of our new laws, folks that are perhaps sitting in jail right now have an ability to vote for the very first time. Folks that have maybe been released from incarceration want to know, am I able to vote? We had kind of a new one yesterday. Someone called in and actually said their dog had eaten their ballot and they wanted to figure out a way to make sure they could get a new one.
Now in that case, the voter was told they could still vote in person, and chances are, no matter how strange your circumstance, as long as you're an eligible voter.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
The Nonpartisan Election Protection Hotline has been set up for every single election since 2006, helping voters get all the help they need to cast their ballot.
And this is an important election.
In Denver,
it's really important that you vote, and we want to make sure that that happens for each and every eligible voter in the state.
I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver 7.
In Colorado, you can drop your ballot off in another county, but it will take longer to be counted. If you have any questions for the Election Protection Hotline, you still have 3 hours. You can call them right now at 866-OUR-VOTE. That is 866-687-8683. A former Denver election supervisor has filed a lawsuit after claiming she was fired in retaliation for voicing her concerns about poll workers' safety on a TV show hosted by Jon Stewart in 2022. Denver 7's Christian Lopez sat down with the former employee who shares what she's asking the city for.
I would train poll workers. I would make sure I created safety plans.
Virginia Chow says, as a first-generation American, being a poll supervisor in Denver meant everything to her.
I'm so passionate about it because I want more people like me, like us, right, to be in the room. So other people that see us would want to come and vote.
She worked 8 different elections and never shied away from speaking up about safety concerns. During the pandemic, she says she faced aggressive voters calling her the quote China virus and blaming her for COVID, according to the lawsuit. She says some voters were also hostile about the mask policy, and when she would ask for more security, her concerns were not addressed. When she shared some of this on a show hosted by Jon Stewart in 2022, she says Denver elections retaliated as a result.
And then right immediately afterwards, the city itself, like when I was actually working an election, called me in the middle of an election to tell me, why did you go on the show? Why didn't you ask for permissions? Like, why do you feel this way? I was like, I've actually mentioned this before. You knew firsthand. I've asked actually for help at our centers to make sure we're protected.
Chow has now filed a civil rights lawsuit.
This is a blatant First Amendment free speech violation. Any government employee has an absolute right to speak publicly on a matter of grave public concern.
I want Denver to admit they violated my First Amendment right. My families are refugees and they're immigrants. They came here because they didn't have the freedom of speech. And I have such a privilege that I am born and raised here. I have the First Amendment right. I need to exercise it.
The Denver Clerk and Recorder's Office says it cannot comment on pending litigation, but say Denver Elections Division employees are trained on safety, de-escalation, and how to report concerns. They also add that protecting the security and integrity of the elections and workers are its top priority. In Denver, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.
Election coverage coming up here on Denver 7. After the break, we'll check back in with Denver 7's Natalie Chuck at Denver's election headquarters. We'll be right back.